please welcome a very special guest, Mr. David C. Johnson.
Hear me? Good. It hardly seems like any time at all since I was last here. How's your day been? Has it all gone well? Yeah. Completed all the things on your list? Yeah. Lovely Monday. I couldn't get anything done today. And that's no different from yesterday. I mean, it should be easy. I'm at home alone. But once I've switched on my PC and phone, checked my emails, my Gmails, my voicemails and texts, my MySpace, my Facebook, my LinkedIn connects, ignored the request to be friends from strangers, panicked at the warnings of viral dangers, your computer is at risk unless you update, Google stories of people who had left it too late to back up their files and now they're corrupted. This is how my mornings are interrupted. But if I don't log on, I'll be out of the loop, I'll miss the goss of the chat room group. If I don't check my phone, they could meet without me. Then what might they say about me? And I've got to keep up my blog. Well, it's a good laugh. I mean, guess what I do with my soap in the bath? You know, it's who I am. It makes me a person. And you don't want to be forgotten, and that's for certain. At least I don't. I mean, it's great to have friends, you know, good friends, who'll be there at the end of the phone. On the net, funny, supportive, understanding, and yet not in your face. Well, not actually there at all in the physical sense, but virtual's almost actual, isn't it? I mean, it would be scary not to have a friend, a mate. I mean, I'd hate that feeling of being alone and desolate. I mean, that'd be terrifying, like having spiders in your hair or finding a dead rat in your frigid air. I should be able to get out tomorrow, definitely, yeah. Now, sometimes when people hear me, I open my mouth and words come out, and they make certain judgments about perhaps who I am and the sort of things I believe in and my background and all that. They're probably right, but anyway, what I say is, don't judge me by the way that I speak. Don't rule me out because I sound sleek like a Tory MP or a Dimbleby or low-grade aristocracy. To you, I may seem la-di-da like a toff who loves the opera, but I'm not. I love Dolly and Johnny and Willie, I love country and western, and I've got to admit it, I love hillbilly. Now, years ago, they used to mimic me when I was a teacher in Oswestry. They'd modify their border tones like Karen Thomas, Nellis Jones. Oh, good morning, sir. How are we today? And then they'd wait to see what I'd say, a tilt of head, a smirk on lips, pleased as punch with these witty quips. I'd just glare, hands on hips. Sometimes I think that the way that I talk has hindered me because people balk at the thought of me standing in front of a crowd in some sink estate and speaking out loud in a way that does not patronise. Because like it or not, we do stigmatise through accents, looks, limp handshakes, eye contact missing, some social mistake, an unfortunate twitch is all it might take. And I know that I'm at a disadvantage when performing on stage if the person before me has an Irish brogue, so soft and bewitching, a leprechaun rogue. He can make merest doggerel sound, just like Yeats. He can sweep you up and open the gates to a kingdom of verses that might be balls. But you're the prisoner in the marbled halls of his accent and voice as it floats and falls. And the same goes for that Highland lilt, or as dumb as that burr of Ackerbilt. And as for the patois from Kingston, Jamaica, hey, what chance we got if you chose to take her for a support reggae, yardies or ackee? Do you see what I mean? My voice is lacking that sunny charm or emerald fancy. I'd have to rely on necromancy to win first prize against them, you see. In fact, there's only one consolation for me. I could read the news for the BBC. Now, whenever I go on holiday, I'm usually quite a bit excited about it, and I tell my friends where I'm going, and they say, oh, I bet you're going to write some really good poems when you're there. And I'm thinking, I'm a poet going on holiday. Why do I want to write poems on holiday? Do you ask an accountant? Are they going to check the books of the hotel they're staying in? No, you don't. So anyway, I went to the north of England this summer, and I thought, well, I'll get the poem out of the way before I go. So I wrote this poem about my holiday before I went there. Next week, I will visit Northumbria to holiday by the North Sea. It's not quite the same as Burntumbria, but it suits the missus and me. We can stroll on the beach to bold Bamborough, whose castle stands proud of the brine. It's not quite as large as Alhambra, but Bamborough's more Moorish, we find. Oh. We can take a boat cruise to the islands to look at the puffins and terns. True, they're not the Canaries or Thailand, and yes, I am not Rabbie Burns, but England lies in my heart and my head. With its summers of rain and hail, I spurn the Aegean, I spit on the Med and lean into every gale. Thank you.